Welcome back, guys. It's the Brothers Geek Out podcast. It's episode 197. We're creeping up to that 200th episode, which is amazing, guys. But yeah, guys, make sure you check us out on all other streaming platforms. As you know, the channel is growing, and thank you everybody who's subscribed to the new channel recently. We've got more stuff coming out for you guys this week, and oh my god, it's been an exciting week as well. But how you been, bro?
I've been good, bro. I've been all right. Just usual week. What's been going on? Nothing. Just redecorating the house. You can see my Punisher in the background. I kind of set up that little setup the other day, just falling in love with that statue again. Not as exciting as your week, bro. And I know we're going to get into it because that's the exciting thing. But no, that's it, man. I watched Godfather. That was the only exciting for me. I know you had an exciting one watching Batman, which I will have next week. But 50 years since The Godfather came out, and I went and watched that in the cinema the other day, and that was awesome to catch that in a big screen. Movie history, that is, and just a brilliant, amazing movie, and just Al Pacino in his prime time and whatnot, just absolutely amazing. You know what's crazy? As soon as I got home, I went on YouTube as I normally do, just to kind of check things, and then there was a Michael Francis podcast with Chad Pamela, I can't say, you know, Chaz, how do you say his surname? You know what I'm talking about, Sonny.
Chaz Pamela.
Yeah, basically, I can't even say his name. That's deep. Awesome dude. And they were talking about how straight away the podcast, it was a new one, and it obviously probably tagged me somehow, tracked me, and they were just talking about how The Godfather, that movie, just changed things in regards to the images of wise guys, real wise guys, and how people portray them and whatnot. But what a brilliant movie, man, just to kind of portray that lifestyle, the family values, just everything, man, in that movie was just amazing. 1972, that's crazy. You know what was making me laugh though? I was cracking up about, because the missus watched it with me, and she was telling me there was one scene where Al Pacino's character, Michael, he went to Italy, and he got married again, and there was a little Badusi scene, and the lady showed off her tits, and the missus were like, that was so pointless. I was like, listen, man, that was 1972. That was like, people were probably like, yeah, boy, look at some titties, and they probably went back to that scene and paused it and whatnot. Because these days, you watch a TV program, ass and titties all over the place, right? Full frontal, all that. So that stuff all over the place now. So back in 1972, that was probably like, bear mans were like, yeah, boy, have you seen Godfather? Have you seen that part? They're probably loving that. So yeah, pointless scene, but it doesn't matter, man. People are loving it. Anyway, brilliant film. Marlon Brando, just awesome. So yeah, bro, that was a little cinema history for me this weekend. But next week I watched the Batman, but obviously you guys have seen it, man. So tell me, like, no spoilers, but tell me about the day, the event, and all the other good stuff that happened.
Bro, listen, massive shout outs to Warner Brothers UK and DC UK Comics, because they hooked us up massively. And this is probably some of the biggest marketing I have ever seen on a movie like this. And don't get me wrong, I think each company do an amazing job when they release a movie out and they do their background work and stuff like that. It's absolutely awesome. And to push out such a big campaign as well, bro. This movie is 5 years in the making, so many stops and starts due to COVID. But listen, without saying anything, and I can't say anything until the embargo is lifted, which is tomorrow. So my non-spoiler review comes out tomorrow at 5, and I've got a spoiler review that comes out at 5 o'clock tomorrow so you know what, this is coming out on Tuesday, so it's already on the channel, so go check it out, guys. Non-spoiler and spoiler with Luke the Geek is still we've got a podcast on there as well, so guys, check that out.
Awesome.
But bro, overall, bro, it's a amazing movie. Listen, I can say this now, I was lucky enough to be one of the first guys in the UK to watch this movie. Yeah, because this is going to come out after the embargo, so I'm cool with saying that now. I was one of 8 people.
We were hiding that. I mean, we couldn't talk about it, but yeah, go on. You were one of 8 people.
Yeah, to be able to watch the Batman, you know, a month before the movie comes out. So
yeah, so you saw it twice already. You basically seen it twice already.
I've seen it twice already. Yeah. So anyway, listen, I'll leave it as that. But check out the reviews; they're already on the channel. we got to see the Batmobile, which was absolutely amazing. So there's a section in Holborn right next to where Sharif lives, which they used in the movie, where the bike comes out from and it goes into, you know, that's near Sharif's house, and they had the Batmobile in there, and we saw the bat suit, the cat suit, you know, amazing, man. And, you know, got to see all my blogger friends as well, which is absolutely amazing. So we had a great time with that. And then towards the end of the day, Ash came meet me up, and then we got to see it on the IMAX. Amazing. Awesome. I mean, bro, we had more than 1,000 people in that screening. There's 2 different screens in Cineworld.
Oh, wow.
It was busy. It was packed, bro. It's the packed I've ever seen a screening before. So, you know, it's nuts, you know, and it was difficult, bro. People trying to sit in places, you know, there's COVID restrictions as well. And it's like, oh, come on, man. Somebody definitely fell ill and caught COVID on that day, because that cinema was packed. But, you know, the overall experience in IMAX, I mean, before I got to see it at Warner Brothers head office, to see it on the IMAX, you know, listen, man, you know, it is a great film, a grittier, a different version of Batman. You know, we've never seen anything like this before, so it's nice and fresh. You know what I mean? Nice and fresh.
I can't wait. Thursday, I got my ticket booked on Thursday. I cannot wait. In fact, hopefully I don't get fired, but I'm taking a couple of hours off work to go watch it. I had to book it because there was a bunch of timings after work. All the seats were booked, and there was one at 5 p.m. IMAX right in the back, in the middle. I was like, that's me, I gotta take it. So I booked that Thursday, bro. I cannot wait. So I'm just looking to get through and I watch it. So even though you're gonna do a spoiler reviews and whatnot, next week's podcast, let's do a spoiler review together. I can give you my thoughts on what I think about the movie. Man, awesome, bro. I'm glad you guys got an opportunity to watch it. It's awesome that Warner Brothers hooked me up. Warner Brothers, hook me up, man. I'm in Singapore. I know you're in Orchard. You guys got the whole thing going on. What the fuck? Come on, man. Hook me up. But anyway, yeah, bro. I can't wait. I can't wait till Thursday to watch it, bro. So next week we'll geek out and we'll give the Batman. We will give the Batman. What do you call it? Spoiler review next week on between us. Oh man, awesome! And I'm glad to see General Zod, Sharif. I love to see him out there with you. So that was good to see. How's he doing, man?
Yeah, he's really good, bro. He's just getting by, doing what he does. We're just trying to. It was good to see him. I needed to see him, and we just chilled out before the film. He did say, "Hey man, hook me up, man, next time so I can go."
Well, that's good.
Yeah, so I'm trying.
It's good to get him out. Yeah,
that's right. Definitely hook him up. All right, sorry guys. Everybody's messaging and they're reading the article that's out right now. So lucky enough, it was such a busy week, guys. I got to do interviews, a roundtable with producer Dylan Clark and director, producer, and writer Matt Reeves, which is up on Tumblr, guys. So I'm going to put. It's on my LinkedIn. So Qibla Ahmed, if you go to my LinkedIn page, follow me there. You could see the articles there, but I've opened up a new page for us on Tumblr so that we can put interviews like this up on there as well. I've had to do it in text format. We're not allowed to use the actual footage or audio. So you'll see my questions on there, but they've allowed me to, they've got some screenshots, which I was allowed to share. So enjoy that, guys. Make sure you check that out. Check out Tumblr, the Brothers Geek Out podcast. That's where all the transcripts will go up on. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. But yeah, nuts, bro. I was nervous, didn't know how it was going to turn out. An amazing experience. And it's not even that, bro. Like, it's weird, bro. Like, as years to come and, Alara looking back and anybody try and say anything, how the Ahmeds.
Tell me, bro. Tell me. I know of course, with Aquaman, I know your name's on that. Now it's on with the Batman. Tell me about the experience, bro. Like you say you were nervous. What was going through your head? How did you handle your nerves? What sort of questions? What conversations did you have? What did you ask? What did you end up asking? How did you think? Talk me through the process, bro.
Well, no, listen, bro. It was so last minute, and with something like this, it's always on the go. It's quite rushed, and that's like with any sort of campaigns you run in work as well. When it comes to the last draw, you need to push out everything as possible and work with everybody simultaneously, making sure you have a smooth running process. But some things it's hard to do when it's happening. So Listen, man, they sent me the links at like 12 o'clock at night saying that, listen, you got the opportunity to speak to Dylan Clark and Matt Reeves. I was freaking out. I didn't even have enough time to prep. So I put down some questions that I remember that were related to the film. I'm a visuals guy, so everything was mostly about visuals and sound and where they picked their material from. So my main thing was, really grounded questions like, they've got the soundtrack that they use, bro. Like, what made them think about how to use this? Because you already had the iconic soundtrack that we got with Christopher Nolan's ones. I asked them about, you take on such a big project with such a big fan base like Batman. How does that make one feel? You know what I mean? I talked about lighting in the film because lighting in the film is amazing, bro. Like, they made Gotham City tactile, and the way they made it feel, it's something we can feel like we can touch, you know what I mean? Even though they shot in the UK, Liverpool, Central London, and shot in Chicago. So you can see those elements in there. So they were really down to earth questions, and both of them are really down to earth. I mean, Dylan Clark, I did say one question which threw him off a little bit, and I was like, dude, what was it like, was you on set every day due to like COVID restrictions? And he goes, what sort of producer do you think I am? I was there every day. And I was like, I know that, but I mean, with the COVID restrictions. And he goes, yeah, it was difficult. This film has been ongoing for like 5 years, as we said, in the making for 3 years. And then COVID restrictions kick in. And he goes, usually I'm with my director, my DOP, we're sitting right next to each other, trying to resolve creative issues or anything that happens in the moment. But now we have to be separated in like different tents and on headphones and walkie-talkies to try and resolve things and do things. So yes, it added an extra bit of isolation and loneliness. But once they figured out a system where it worked fluidly, they got back into it. So no, definitely, man, amazing. And Matt Reeves, bro, he's a geek, bro. But actually, both of them, they're both geeks, bro, because they love the material and they really want to represent that on the screen. And Matt Reeves, bro, like he had this Commissioner Gordon look that he's got at the moment. And I was like, I asked him regarding like soundtrack. I asked him about the feel of the technology that they used in this movie, because they use technology that they used on The Mandalorian. So Greg Fraser is a director of DOP, director of photography. He's worked on Mandalorian and some of the Star Wars movies, and he brought that technology to this film, and it just looks sick, bros. You wouldn't know, like the way he merged everything together is amazing. And then Matt talked about the soundtrack that he used as well. Yeah, and that was it after that, man. They at first they're nerve-wracking, and luckily shout outs to Ben at DC TV show, Tasmin the Aspiring Kryptonian, and DC Paul from DC World. You had all these guys on. I think it was Timmy from the Nerd Culture as well, who was there as well. So that makes you feel comfortable because you're around people that you already know. For most of us, it was going to be the first time we've ever done this. I think it was me and Tasmin. It was our first time we've ever done this, and amazing, humbling experience, bro. Like now we're in a world and time where these guys speak to the fans now, which is amazing, bro. Because think about 10 years back, who would have thought a fan would be able to ask these questions?
Well, fans, but let alone fans, you, bro. Like,
yeah.
You, like, think about when we first started this, and we were like, let's just be consistent. Like, whether we get views or not, let's just be consistent. But look where it's led us to. Like, led you to a fucking roundtable with the director and producer of the new Batman movie. I mean, it's unbelievable, bro. Like, it just goes to show, like, when you do something out of passion, regardless of the results or the immediate results that you want, the long-term results always work out when you just keep working them. You know what I mean? It's like that analogy when they say, like a ship, if you just tilt the angle a little bit, eventually it just takes I don't know how the right words to say, but eventually the ship just takes a wide turn. And that's what we've been doing with every little, every little podcast we do and content that we do. It just leads us in that direction. So fucking amazing experience,
bro. Bro. It was nuts, absolutely nuts. I can't thank Warner Brothers UK and DC UK comic books, because when they speak to us, we the go-to guys when it comes to like being DC fans. So that's amazing. And everything ran smoothly, but like now trying to get the content out there so people can see and read it. Like, guys, I think, you know, hopefully I'll figure it out this week. At the moment, go check out Tumblr, Dylan Clark's interviews on there. And if you follow me on LinkedIn, it's on there as well. I think we need the .com, the brothersgeekout.com page. So I'll work that out and see where it goes from there, because from my last email from Warner Brothers, there's so much more happening this year, bro. We got Super Pets with The Rock and Kevin Hart. We got Black Adam with The Rock. We got the Flash movie. We got the Batgirl. No, is it Batgirl? Not Batgirl. Aquaman. So we've got one hell of a year ahead of us, and there's so much more to come. And I think we need another platform to put everything on. So keep a close eye. We'll work on it. I'll speak to G-Man and kind of go from there.
Awesome, man. Yeah. That is awesome. Sounds like a busy year, man. I mean, that sounds amazing, man. Sounds amazing, man. Shit, that sounds cool. Damn, I kind of wish I was there, bro. Wish I was there in the UK. Or like I say, one of us hooked me up, man. I'm in another country, man. Hook my ass up. But no, they're awesome, bro. Listen, I'm gonna watch it on Thursday. I'm glad the interview went well. I was wondering how it would go. I mean, I would be shit nervous as well. I hate talking in public, but let alone talking in public, like talking to people you admire and their work that you admire, and you know they worked on a big project that you're fucking geeking out about, and then you know you get a chance to talk to them, and that's just an amazing thing. And obviously, everything runs through your head where you're like, you know, I want to ask a good question. I don't want to say anything stupid. I don't want to stutter. You know what I mean? Like you're always thinking about that, and so many 1,000 thoughts run through your head. I guess in that moment, but once it's over, I guess if you've done a little bit of preparation and whatnot, I guess that'll be, you know, that'll be awesome. But yeah, no, man, that's sick. It's amazing, bro.
No, it was, bro. It was a great experience, and you know, it's another thing to put them up. You know, like you add things to your list, you do different things. My bucket list always, to be honest, I write down things and goals to do things, but some things just come out of nowhere, and it's like, all right, it wasn't on my list, but let's do this. You know what I mean? To be honest, bro, I didn't even think I was gonna get those interviews anyway.
But still, I mean,
like, I'm not that guy to pester and tell people like, oh, please help me, please. Like, you know, no, like if it comes to me, it will come. If it doesn't, I mean, you know, I've already got the opportunity. Bro, we didn't even, you know, to be honest, this was so busy, bro. I didn't even get, like, you know, people were not getting acknowledgement of if they're gonna have the screening or not. Bro, we didn't find out to the day before. You know what I mean? But I didn't want to continuously harass people. If I'm meant to be there, I'll be there. No harm done. I already got to see it, bro. You know what I mean? But the excitement of going to a multimedia screening or a premiere, you know, it's amazing.
Definitely. Was any stars there, or was it just?
No. This one's fully just multimedia. The day before they did the red carpet. So Wednesday was the red carpet that they did in the in the Big IMAX in Waterloo, and they did a fan event there as well, and then multimedia screenings were after. I mean, they got too much to do. Could you imagine? I think they did a lot of work. They did a great job. You know what I mean? Trying to cater for everybody. You know, they gave us treats and cookies and all the rest of it. And bless them. Shout out to the guys at Warner Brothers. That's a lot of hard work. I know personally that is a lot of hard work to do. So it was a great event, and we had so much fun. So thank you very much.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Cool, man. Well, that's amazing. That's amazing, man. Thursday. I'll be watching it Thursday. Normal screening, normal time, normal civilian screening I get to watch. So
civilian screening.
So you got a lot of things coming up with DC this year. So looking forward to it. And yeah, as you said, man, you know, you just put yourself out there in the universe, man, and you work hard at it. You do what you do what you love, and you work hard at it, and you put it out there, and you don't do it for the money. You don't do it for, you know, the clicks and all that sort of shit. You just do it, and then the universe speaks back at you. And that's what's been happening. I mean, look, you know, like I say, yes, we want subscribers and views and whatnot, but our views, we don't get views that we get a couple of views here and there, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, we're out there and we're constantly working on it, and good things come out of it. So it's awesome.
Yeah, exactly. That's the main thing. It's consistent, guys. Be consistent. And yes, it's a dreadful, like, I hate social media. And that's the worst thing. Like, you know, I do my work in it. I've come to a point now where I hate it, but, you know, being consistent, pushing the stuff out there, you know, do what you can to get your work out there, because we're in a time now where you can get noticed for a lot of things. You know what I mean? You are noticed for the littlest things you do, and be appreciative and humble, like have a humbling experience when you do get in contact with something like that. Because there are a couple of like people that I've met along my journey, and I'm like, you are horrendous, bro. Like, no name dropping. There was a couple of people, and I'm like, oh man. You know, for me, as a fan, I'll cherish every single moment I have had in the past 5 years, bro. 5-6 years. I never thought I'd have these opportunities to do something like this. So I'm really grateful. You know, that's something for our legacy that's there. But there are some people, man, like when I heard some of what people saying, I was like, oh man, that's heartbreaking, because you don't get these opportunities all the time.
I know some people
not being like being thankful and, you know, appreciative and like abusing whatever the product is and the rest of it. It's like, oh man, that's heartbreaking, because it's like, I love this stuff. And I am no critique or professional or what's the one that we call Ahmed? Any experts. No, we just regular guys that really enjoy the stuff, you know what I mean? I'm not one to comment on somebody else's workflow, you know what I mean? They did a great job. Everybody does a great job. It's hard. It's not easy. But people are easy to rip the shit out of other stuff, which is harmful and negative, that's not what I'm about. But luckily, you know, we've got great people around us, and even the people that I've met along my journey. You know, you talk about people like Tasman and the Geek of Steel and DC World and all these people that I've met along my journey, you know, really positive, energetic people, which is absolutely amazing. But yeah, you have to deal with the darker side of what we do as well. But a balance, you keep a good key balance on there and everything kind of works itself out.
For sure. You're always going to get people that talk shit, and then they think that there's somebody, or they feel like there's something, and they don't appreciate what they're getting or what they have. Some people think they're big shot. I don't know, bro. I don't know. Listen, man, I would just love it. Like you said, man, if I had that opportunity, I would just love every second of it, bro. Because who the fuck am I to get it? I mean, don't get me wrong, work hard and everything, but who am I? I'm a nobody. And for me to get that opportunity, I would just cherish it. Even if it's basic, you can say something's not great, but to try and shit all over it like you're an expert. Listen, bro, I've heard things in the world, in my like, I've heard conversations as well that I've had with people, and I'm like, bro, like, if they gave you the money, if you could do it. Yeah, but I studied in uni, bro. I went to art school, whatever it is. I went to directing, so I'm like, oh, okay. So you're fucking Steven Spielberg now because you went to school and done some classes and shit. Okay, all right, I get it. It's like any experts, man. I don't know why people think they just know everything, man. I mean, some people do, but I'm just like, yeah, I don't know. Everyone just becomes an expert, man. That's what I'm saying. It's just mad. But man. Anyway, good times coming, bro. Good times. Good movies coming out. I'm looking forward to going back to the cinema. Yep. I've been going to the cinema for the last couple of weeks. I'm glad I got a chance to watch Godfather this week. So it gave me an opportunity to go to the cinema. Next week's Batman. Just keep them coming, bro. Keep them coming. Morbius in a couple of weeks. I love it.
That's right.
Yeah,
we got loads. We got loads coming up this next few months. So let's just keep excited. And guys, hope you guys really enjoy what we do. That's the main thing. Is we're sharing our passions with you guys, and we've noticed that on SoundCloud we've got some people up in Spain, Bangladesh. Some really, you got you guys in the UK as well, but we've got some really good listeners that are around the world. Madrid,
pretty awesome, yeah.
Brazil, so that's amazing, man. Like, you know, Singapore, I looked at that.
We saw some other
Singapore as well, yeah. So I was like, you know, I looked at that report and I was like, it really put a smile to my face, because you push this content out and you don't know who's going to listen to it, and there are a few of you guys tapping in and listening. So I can't thank you guys enough. So. Yeah,
that's awesome, man. I did want to quickly throw out there. I mean, there's a horrible week with the war that happened with Russia and Ukraine.
Okay, so
man, I mean, I'm not going to get into. I mean, look, I can't. The thing is, I don't know the politics, and I'm not an expert to speak on it much. or whatnot. But I just hate war, man. And I have people who've been sending me videos, and I'm like, listen, don't send me no videos don't send me no videos anyway, but especially don't send me ones when there's children screaming in fear. I don't want to hear that. It breaks my heart, man. It kills me. But
that's right.
Again, I don't know the politics, so I can't comment on it, but I just, I feel for the innocent people. You know, I'm trying to say
keep going,
that
bro.
because,
Keep going. Give me a second.
I just feel for innocent people because wars are generally started off with politicians and people in charge, and then the innocent people are the ones that have to suffer. The men, women, and children, innocent people. So I just feel for them, man. Prayers go out to all the innocent people. You know, again, I can't comment on the politics and everything behind it, but from what you're getting in social media and all that sort of stuff, everyone's supporting Ukraine because the story is Russia's invaded them. And, you know, again, I don't know the full story. I just heard certain things about Ukraine joining NATO and blah, blah, blah. I don't know. But the narrative on social media with everyone is you have to support Ukraine. I just support innocent people. I just wish innocent people would be evacuated and, you know, they don't get hurt. But unfortunately, in war, tons of innocent people get fucked up, and it's horrible. It's a horrible thing. I always say, like, why can't, I mean, like we as human beings, we're still savages, right? We're still savages to go into war, and it's happening everywhere. Don't get me wrong. I know in Syria. I mean, the thing is as well, the narrative with Middle East, with social media and shit is like support Ukraine, and of course, you know, war's wrong. But you know, again, Afghanistan and Syria and Libya, when that shit was happening, nobody gave a fuck. I'm just putting it out there. It wasn't that much.
No, of course.
Not much stuff going on social media, but now everyone. I mean, I'm talking about everyone across the world. You know, like Muslims generally back up those Middle Eastern countries, but no one else gives a fuck. And especially, you know. But saying that, you know, we're still savages, and I just feel like, all right, if we're savages and we're still going to war, why don't we do war the old way, where the two countries or the two freaking armies meet in a big battlefield and they just battle there and there's no innocent people dying. I mean, I know technology has increased, but why can't you do war like savages? Because it's still savagery when you're blowing up shit using drones, and it's still savages. That's what we are.
That's right.
As you. So let's go back to the old days and just leave innocent people alone, man. I mean, I know in the old days, whoever wins the war, they probably go raid the village and rape the women and all that shit anyway, but not nowadays, man. We're still savages blowing each other up. So go back to the savage days. Meet up in a battlefield, fight there, leave the city, leave the children, leave everyone else alone. But no, man, you're just going into a city and blowing shit up. It's scary, man. It's a horrible thing. And, you know, I do have to say, you know, there's a lot of Ukrainians just going back to their country and just supporting and fighting and whatnot. Big up to them, bro, because I don't know if I could do that, man. I'll be shit scared, bro, if I was drafted for any kind of war. I can't even imagine that. I'll be scared. I'll panic.
Same. It's heartbreaking, bro. It is heartbreaking, and the fact that we live in this era and time that something like that is happening. You know, I mean, it's been happening all the time. You know, in different places, everybody's in war, in some sort of war. The fact that it got to that extent and that big is heartbreaking and it's sad. Of course, it's, bro. It's I can only do dua and pray, man. You know, I've had a few conversations with people about it, and it's just, yeah, we can only do the best we can and pray for them, you know, and you know, hopefully this gets resolved. But the problem is, bro, government, those people, their agendas are different, bro. We don't know what people's motives are. The people that are meant to be in power, the people that are meant to keep peace, the people that are meant to help, you know, there's a different agenda for them. There's a different sort of outcome for them in this, you know what I mean? So there's one thing that stuck with me, which comes from V for Vendetta. You know, the governments have made people afraid of who they are, but it shouldn't be. It should be the other way around. They should be afraid of the people. And we've lost that, you know, along the way. The problem is now, man, I mean, we're going into conspiracy territories, but we're going into the real world territories with this as well. Is that people are getting capped up, bro. You know, you get too close to the truth and you're gone. You know what I mean? What sort of world we're in now where, you know, the bad does actually rule?
No doubt.
And anybody who's trying to do anything good is going to get capped. And we've seen it in movies, we read it in books, comics, TV shows, you know, it's been whistleblown, it's out there, you know what I mean? You've got to be really careful, and we could be as passionate as we can be about the world and people working together and having a bit of peace. But the reality is, this thing's a business, bro. They make monies, bros. They make bare monies. And that's what it's about. At the end of it, it's greed and power. And for us, everyday folks, little people, you know, it's hurtful, it harms. And there's only so much we can do, but we get closer to it as well. We get capped up as well, bros. And again, we are, and I've always said this to people, expendable. We are the expendables. You know what I mean?
No doubt. And the problem is as well, we're divided as well. We are divided. You know, we're the blue, religious, non-religious, this, that, whatever. We're not even together. That's what I'm trying to. That's what I was saying earlier. It's like it's like the social media narrative right now is stick up for Ukraine, and of course, you know, I'm all for peace. But when this shit is happening to, you know, when the West is blowing up Libya and Syria and Palestine is getting blown up and Yemen, nobody gives a shit. There's no social media narrative at all.
Yeah.
But when it's Russia doing it to Ukraine, that's the narrative, and everyone gets divided. One thing we can't do is just give up hope on people. You know what I mean? Like, regardless of who's getting attacked, we as people should always stick up for them. Doesn't matter who it is. If it's not your people, your religious people, your country people, whatever, we should always stick up for human beings, man.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
That's one thing, man. We're too divided as well, man. And it's an unfortunate thing as humans. We have divided ourselves based on how much melatonin you have in your skin color. I said that right.
Right.
I think melatonin is a sleeping pill, but you know what I'm talking about. How much skin color you have on you, what your religion is. If you pass this imaginary line on the floor, you're in a different country. So it's like, oh, you're not my countryman. Like, you know, we're too divided as human beings. We should always stick up for humans and never give up on hope for people, regardless of who's getting attacked. But unfortunately, that's just the way, man. That's just the way it is. And it's tough. It's a hard one, man. Because I don't like, and like I said, war's disgusting, man. I don't like to see or hear innocent people getting hurt. And like I said, George sent me a clip and I was watching it. I don't know why I watched it. But then all I heard was children screaming. I said to him, bro, don't send me anything at all, especially with children screaming. I don't want to hear that. I can't hear that. I don't want to hear that shit. Don't send me where I'm hearing children screaming for their lives. Genuine fear, bro. Children, babies. I don't want to. I said, don't send that to me. I can't do that. I can't hear that. That's not news to me. That's not news. I'm not watching CNN to see that and be entertained. Or I know it's not supposed to be entertainment, but some people are like, that's news. Let me see. No, I can't see that, man. It's fucking real world. It's ain't no movie. I don't want to hear no children screaming for their lives and shit. You know, I'm aware that innocent people getting hurt, but I don't want to see it. It's heartbreaking, man. But anyway, to the innocent people, we live in. Yeah, to the innocent people, man. Just I pray for them. Pray for them.
No, exactly. We pray for them, man. That's the main thing. All right, bro. Let's jump in, man. We've got
jump into the news. What we got here, man? What we got? We've got a couple of things. Not too much this week, but a couple of things. First thing, Stranger Things season 2 is going to be in 2 parts. May 27th and then July 1st. So I guess they're just trying to extend this thing to run throughout the year. They could just throw it out in one season, but I guess because it's Netflix, you could just binge through it in one weekend, which will most probably happen. So they give it in 2 bursts, so that way at least you binge through it 2 times in a year. So I mean, not bad. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what I like. I think I like the weekly stuff just because I don't know what I like actually, man. But
the weekly stuff is good. But even now, like with time in life, trying to binge through something and you know, like it's difficult. Like I mean, the weekend before I got to binge through the Reacher program, which is on Prime 1, which I've really enjoyed. But I did like 5 episodes, finished it up one time. I enjoyed it really well. But that was because it was the weekend.
Is he like the Punisher? Is it like a Punisher type?
Nah,
like
not really.
Vigilante?
No? No. I mean, if you've seen the Jack Reacher movie, you'll know the concept. But this is like supposed to be like how Jack Reacher should have looked in the movie, not Tom Cruise. He's a big guy, and it's a nice story, bro, man. Really good. And he's a detective. He's an army police guy. He's trying to resolve a situation, and something happens, and it's really good. I really enjoyed it. I think his name is Alan Richardson, who played Aquaman in Smallville and played the Hawk in Titans. I like his charisma. He's a good actor. I like what he played on this one, so it went really well. But but as you said,
like on my list,
trying to binge stuff, it's quite difficult now for me, man. For me, like, and it's become more and more. I'm using my mobile to watch stuff because I don't have the time, and I don't want to miss out. I don't want to see no spoilers. But like what happened with Peacemaker, like if you didn't watch it and the UK haven't got it yet, you lose.
Well, it's annoying. But I agree. I mean, like there's so much content from podcasts to TV. But I got my phone on constantly. Even when I'm in the shower, bro, I leave because I want to listen to some of the content I listen every week to different podcasts. I got the YouTube stuff running so I can listen to it. I got my Spotify every time I'm traveling, listening to Rogan and catching up with his podcast. Then obviously anything on Netflix. I binged through the Deep Sea, the Korean one. Now I'm watching Inventing Annie. I'm binging it, but these are like hour episodes. You know what I mean? There's 9 hours of shit, right? And that's then right. I want to get on Reacher. I want to get on Reacher next. Power has started off season 4, so I'm gonna let that build up and watch that. I'm watching Pam and Tommy. I'm really enjoying that, but that's a weekly thing, so I kind of like that weekly thing. So I just watch my weekly episode and chill. But there's so much, bro. There's so much. I mean, but you know what though? I guess you can never say you're bored. If you're a movie watcher and TV watcher, you can never say you're bored. But I do sometimes sit there after work and think, oh my God, I finish work at 6. And if I'm not training in the evening, I'm like, hold on, I'm going to sit for the next 4 hours and watch TV. I feel a little bit like a bit of a bum. I feel like I should be doing some more, something more productive. But no, I mean, look, man, we'll talk about Stranger Things. If they give us 2 bursts, why not? Because I know I'm going to binge one burst, then wait for another burst in July and then binge through that. So why not, man?
No, definitely, man. We're looking forward to that. Forward to that. Ozark, bro.
Ozark. Well, the second burst for that one starts on April 29th. So I'm looking forward to that. Because
they're splitting it up now a little bit.
They're splitting up. Netflix is doing that. Netflix's game is to split up the final seasons, I guess, to give us more time with it. So, So, I mean, look, Ozark, another great show. And I'm looking forward to the next part of this last season. So, man. So that's April 29th. So another 2 months to go. That's cool. I can wait for that. We got Batman coming out next week. You got Moonlight in a couple of weeks. You got things to keep us entertained. So I could do that. What did I write here? Aaron Piera is set to join Mahershala Ali's Blade. Do you know who that is?
No.
I didn't do my research.
Let me check now.
Googles. Do the Googles. I should have done my research, but I figured I'd pull it down.
Aaron, hold on, it's come up at okay. All right, he was in the TV show Krypton. He's in M. Night Shyamalan's movie called Old. Okay, fairly new guy. Interesting. Let's see, man. Not sure who he's joining as, but it'd be interesting to see.
Let's see what they do with this Blade movie, man. I mean, can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see what they're going to do with this, because Blade was one of the best comic book movies out there with Wesley Snipes. They've done a really good job with that. So now we're getting a new Blade and he's in the MCU. I mean, it makes things even more exciting.
No, exactly.
So I'm looking forward to that. And the last thing on the news was that I saw Ryan Gosling quits acting.
What?
I mean, I think I've heard him say before that he just wanted to make a couple of movies and that was it. So I to be honest, it wasn't much of a shock, because I was like, okay, I mean, it doesn't feel like this guy was on it anyway. And did you remember I was saying, I read somewhere that he actually auditioned for, was it the Backstreet Boys? I think it was the Backstreet Boys. He actually auditioned for them or something like that.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure. pretty sure I read that. Maybe that could be fake news, but I remember reading something like that. But listen, man, he's got a unique style of acting. Obviously, he's a freaking handsome dude. Like all the girls love him. Probably some dudes too, which is cool.
Yeah.
So he's a handsome dude. He's got a unique style of acting, right? He's got that quiet, one of his best films for me was Drive, and that just suited him so much.
Yeah.
But he done, was it Gang Squad? Was it a Gang Squad? The Mobster Squad?
Gangster Squad or
Gangster
something?
Squad. Gangster Squad. That was great. He was in Blade Runner, which a little bit boring for me. But bro, if he's quit, good for him, man. I guess he knows what he wants and he's in contempt with.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. Listen, he did La La Land. He did
La La Land.
The Nice Guy with Russell Crowe, which is a good, funny movie. He's done his parts, bro. He's done his parts. Give me a second. They just called me, but continue, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, cool. What else has been going on? That was the last thing on the news, but like I said, we've got Batman I got Batman coming up this week, so I watched that Thursday, so I'm looking forward to that. And then you got Moonlight coming out in a couple of weeks after that, end of March, so that will keep us going. And then April we got Morbius, which I'm looking forward to, and just seeing what they're gonna do. Obviously, we've made our predictions that since they've pushed this back, they've probably done some reshoots. They've done some reshoots for sure. So I'm hoping some Spider-Man shows up with this one. Again, it's very confusing because we've seen Vulture in the trailer, and obviously he's from the MCU universe. Loads of other rumors. Oh, yeah, go on.
Go on, you were saying?
No, I was just talking some crap. I was just saying loads of other rumors are coming out for Multiverse of Madness. Everyone's coming with so many different rumors.
Bro, Disney Plus, Wolverine show.
Who, what?
You forgot to add that on there, bro.
Is that I ain't seen that. Is that fake news?
Yeah, man, they announced it.
You're lying. I didn't.
Yeah, they haven't picked anybody yet, but it looks like the guys that are the writer and producer for Moon Knight, they said they announced that.
Wait, what, bro? That is so perfect. He's got bro, they're so good. He's got such a story to tell, and you need maybe a 6-hour movie, a 6-hour show or longer to tell us, bro. Are you serious? I didn't see nothing about this. I saw, sorry, I'm screaming in the mic. I saw rumors that a Wolverine variant will show up in Doctor Strange 2, but it won't be Hugh Jackman. That's what I keep seeing.
Okay, that's interesting if they do that.
I mean, I keep seeing that. But are you sure it's like a live action one, like an MCU one or cartoon?
I don't know. I just saw it on TikTok the other day, and I checked the image. It looks like it's real.
All right. Well, let's keep an eye on that because I can't really see anything. But it's perfect, bro. Listen, characters like Wolverine, he needs his own show like that. And you know what? They always talk about World War Hulk. Again, Wolverine was introduced to fight Hulk, right? Originally. So there's such an awesome way to get him in there. Like, you know what I mean? To introduce him and do the Hulk versus Wolverine. I mean, who the fuck wouldn't want to see that? They got so much opportunities, bro, to just make the billions, bro. Exactly. And they could do it. They could do it, man. So, but yeah, no, other than that, bro, that was the only thing I had on my list for this week. Loads of, obviously it was a small list, but loads of things happened this week anyway, just in general. So
no, that's right. It's been a good week. It has been an awesome week. All right, cool. We'll leave it to there. So much going on, guys, and more to come. Guys, make sure you check out the channel. All Batman spoiler and non-spoiler reviews are going to be up on there. Check out the new Tumblr page where we put all of our transcripts from any interviews for any big Hollywood producers and directors or even actors. I'm going to put them up on there. We are looking into other things, but make sure you check us out on all other streaming platforms. Massive thank you and love to you guys. You guys are absolutely amazing. G-Man, have a good one, bro.
Always good to catch up, bro. Love
Always,
you, man.
Bro.
Peace.
All right, man. Peace.